Now, that's a really good Carlton crowd if I've ever seen one. Very attractive looking one too, you must say. Nice of you to all be here. Welcome along to the Mulgrave Country Club. Welcome along to That's Good for Footy. These are the only live and interactive footy panel shows going around. They're for the passionate fans. Would that be you guys? Yeah, I thought it might be. We're not going to muck around with it. Who wants to meet them? Yeah, all right, let's do it without too much further ado. Our first panellist, he was born on the 17th of October in 1993. He's played a total of 126 games and he's kicked 15 goals. He made his AFL debut back in 2013. When he plays for the Carlton Football Club, he wears the number 15 on his back, close. Could you please welcome to the stage, Sam Dougherty. There he is. Yeah, very nice, isn't it? Yeah. Welcome, Sam. This is Sam's first appearance on That's Good for Footy, so you guys go a little bit easy on him, all right, and just make sure that he feels as comfortable as he should. Nice to see you, mate. How's everything going in your life?
Yeah, no, everything's going well at the moment. We've started the season well. Obviously, the last game wasn't the best, but it's been a great start to the year. I feel like I'm in good health and playing some decent footy, which is always a good start to the year.
Decent footy. He's playing bloody good footy. We'll go into all of that as the show goes on. We've got a bit to go through tonight, but I appreciate you making the time to come along and be part of the night and see the fans, so I hope you enjoy yourself. Let's get our second panellist out here, who was born on the 17th of December in 1997. He's played a total of 82 games and he's kicked 62 goals. He made his AFL debut back in 2016 when he plays for the Carlton Football Club. He wears the number 1 on his back. Could you please welcome to the stage, Jack Silvani. Thank you very much. Welcome, Jack. You know, Jack's appeared on these shows a couple of times, and I was just acknowledging that out the back, and I said, mate, it's so wonderful that you make yourself available, not only to be part of the show, but to come along and see the fans. So, how are you, mate? Nice to see you.
I'm well, thank you. Nice to see you, sir.
He's a lovely, polite fellow. I love him. He's wonderful. It's great to have you back. This is a footy panel show. Yes, it is a little bit serious at the start, and it gets we put a little bit of levity into it as the night goes on. But we want to do it in our first little segment, and we're going to kick it off. We're going to talk about the tips. We're going to get into what was and what will be. We're going to do it with round 5. We're going to kick it off with Thursday night football tomorrow night, which is April the 14th. It's the Lions versus the Pies. The Lions are second on the ladder, coming up against the Pies, who are 8th. It's 7:35 at the Gabba. The Lions lost to the Cats by 10. Pies lost to West Coast by 13. Elliott's now out with an AC for 3 months and more signs a 6-year deal. I'll ask you one, boys. What would your tip be on this one? Lions versus the Pies at the Gabba.
I'd take the Lions. I reckon they're having a terrific year, obviously. Yep. They got a good list and they've started the year really well, but I can't see the Pies beating them.
Okay. Jack?
I think the Lions will win as well.
Yep.
But the Pies are playing some really good footy at the moment, so
Absolutely.
I think it could be a close game.
I think Dougherty might come back, but that's a big loss to them, Jamie Elliott going out, especially. He's had a wretched run. I think he's played 64 games out of 114, which is not too good for him. But I get your tips from that one. Let's jump over to Friday. This is April the 13th. This is a Good Friday game. It's the Kangaroos who are in 17th coming up against the Bulldogs who are in 14th. It's at 4:20 at Marvel. The Roos went down by 11 to the Swans, but Jack Ziebell moved up forward, which was a great move by the coach. He kicked 5. Dogs lost to the Tigers by 38. Their inaccuracy has been costing them. I think they've kicked 40 goals, 53 out of the first four games of football. What would your tip be on this one if you were to give it? Kangaroos versus Bulldogs?
Dogs for me, they desperately need this one in terms of staying in top 8, top 4 calculations. So I think they'll breeze past the Kangas on the weekend.
Yeah. The inaccuracy has been costing them though, hasn't it? 40-53.
Yeah, well, they kicked not straight against us, which was great. So we're able to get the win.
Yeah.
Yeah, that helped us out a lot. That's good. No, I've got the Dogs as well.
Okay, doggies as well. Let's move to this game. It's also on Good Friday. It's West Coast versus Sydney. West Coast in 15th, Sydney in 6th. It's at 5:40 at Optus. West Coast over the Pies by 13 with 10 players missing from their premiership side. Nick Nat's now out for 2 to 3 months with a knee, and the Swans over the Roos by 11. Buddy out for 3 to 4 weeks with a broken finger. Just a tip again, boys. West Coast versus Sydney at Optus.
I think that West Coast getting a few players back this week. Is that right? I actually, I think they might get this one done.
It was a big win for them to get over and go against Collingwood. I know they had a few outs as well, but to be missing as many as they did and to still get across the line, that was a good result. Your tip, Jack?
I was actually going to go the Eagles as well. I thought I was going to go a bit different to Sam on this one, but I think Cripps is back in this week, who's a really important cog for their team. So, I'd like to see West Coast get up.
Cool. Let's go to this game. Saturday, April the 16th, it's St Kilda versus the Suns. St Kilda sitting in 4th, Suns sitting in 9th. This is at 1:45 at Marvel. The Saints thrashed the Hawks by 69, Suns by 30 over the Blues. We won't talk about that too much. Yes, we will. We'll get into that later. Ryder's been suspended for 2 weeks. Do you have any opinions on... Well, you can't really, but you can say anything if you want. Because I thought literally he just stood there and he just ran into him. But he's now been suspended for 2 weeks. They took it to the MRO and got knocked back. So maybe just a tip.
Definitely won't be talking on the tribunal, but no, I haven't come up against the Suns. They're a tough midfield, and I reckon they might get on top of the Saints this one.
Oh, right, okay. At Marvel, wow, okay. Jack?
Did you say Suns?
Yeah.
Yeah, I think I'm going to go to Saints.
Okay. Good.
Just to change it up.
Just to be different?
Yeah. I think they're playing really well. Maxi King's been dominating, and the ride or loss will hurt him. It pays him to be a bit bigger than Will Day.
Yeah.
A lot bigger, so that's unlucky for you, Paddy. But
we said just come up to his shoulder, didn't it?
Yeah, it looked like it. So I think the Saints will win.
Just speaking on that, you alluded to the fact that Max King has been looking good up forward. It's great to see the forwards coming back in. I mean, the dominant forwards coming back in. We talk about Harry Mackay, we talk about Max King. It's across the board, though, that forwards are getting more action, which is great to watch. Let's move over to this game. It's the Crows versus the Tigers. The Crows are 12th on the ladder. Tigers are 10th. It's at 4:05 at Adelaide Oval. The Crows lost by 4 to the Bombers and the Tigers by 38 over the Doggies. Maybe just a tip here, boys, if you're interested. Crows versus Tigers.
Do you want to go first this time?
Yeah. Tigers.
Tigers, okay. They've found some form.
I'm also going to Tigers. I can't see the Crows getting them.
Yeah, all right, nice. Let's go to this one. It's the D's in first position versus the Giants in 13th, 7:25 at the MCG. The D's 32-point winners over a very poor performance from Port, and GWS went down to Freo by 34. Melbourne's the only team to be 4-4. Brown's suspended for 2 weeks from an incident in the VFL. So what do you think here?
D's.
D's?
Yeah.
Simple as that, no more?
Yeah, well, Brown wasn't playing. He was in the twos, so I don't think he'll be a great loss to them.
Not going to make a hell of a lot of difference.
No, I think Des will win.
I like it. Very nice. Yeah.
That's what I have to deal with every day at the club. D's for me as well.
Yeah, very good insight, Jack. I like it.
Thanks.
Let's go to this game. We'll jump that one. I want to go over to this one. This is on Monday, Easter Monday, April the 18th. It's the Hawks who are in 11th position versus the Cats that are in 5th. It's 3:20 p.m. at the MCG. The Hawks 69-point winners, 69-point losers, to St Kilda. The Cats 10-point winners over Brisbane. Controversial push in the back row. It was one of the other forwards I wanted to allude to with obviously Jeremy Cameron and with Tom Hawkins. No free kick paid. I'm not going to ask you boys to give an opinion on that one either. But there needs to be a bit more consistency around that, I would be suggesting. Maybe a tip from you.
Well, that was definitely a push in the back. So.
Good, there we go.
Most definitely. But no, I think the Cats might be too strong for the Hawks. The Hawks playing some really good footy at the moment.
Yeah.
Obviously came up against us a couple of weeks ago.
Yeah. Jack?
I've got Cats as well, but I expect a response from the Hawks after their showing last week.
Okay, let's jump back to this game then, because we're going to talk about that in the next segment. It is Sunday, April the 17th. Lovely day, that. I love that date. Wonderful date. Look it up. It's Carlton versus 7th versus... Yes, versus 18th. Port, who are in 18th. This is at 1:40 at the MCG. Nice little game on a Sunday afternoon to get out. The weather's going to be nice. I think around about 28 degrees, just to let you know about that. Spoke with James Bunn on the way here. Blues down by 30 to the Suns. Port, as I said, lost to Melbourne by 32. They were kept goalless for the first half. Questions about Hinkley were obviously going to be raised, as they always do. Wines to miss for another week, which was probably a little bit of a strange one with him with the heart palpitations. But I'm not going to ask you for a tip. Just going to say that it's Carlton versus Port at the MCG. We can give a tip if you want. Would you like to give a tip? Jack, why don't you go first and give us a tip?
I'm going to change it up here. Nah, Blues.
Yeah, good. And I know. All right. I will just talk about one game that I did want to get to, which is also on Sunday. It's the Bombers, who are in 16th position, versus Freo, who are in 3rd. This game is at 4:40 at Marvel. Bombers are on the winners list by 4 over the Crows. Freo by 34 over GWS. A tip for the young lady out there.
I don't think the Bombers are going to win. So.
Okay. You've made a Carlton table very happy. And that's how you win the crowd over at these shows, Jack. You already know that.
I've got Freo as well.
Ah, okay. All right. Well, there you go. That's our tips. That's our insight. That was what was. That is what will be. Let's get into our next segment nice and quickly, because off the back of that, it's called Tell Me More. Yeah, that's right. Everything happens here, Sam. It's weird. Each week we ask the panellists to give their thoughts and opinions on things happening both in and around football. We're not trying to make or break the news. We just want to get their insight, so let's do it. Boys, here comes the questions. New coach, new game plan, new mantra. First of all, give us some noticeable difference in where the Blues are at this year.
Well, I think you'll find that our contested... I can't speak about last weekend, but our contested footy's been a feature which has... been a lot of where our focus has lied over the pre-season, around shoring up our contests, allowing ourselves to put pressure on, which has probably been the main difference between this year and last year, our ability to have a really sturdy focus on the start of the game and the start of the contest. So that would be the biggest focus for me.
Okay, good. Jack, do you have anything to add on that?
I mean, we obviously struggled to defend at times throughout last year, and I think it's been... obviously a challenge again this year, but the positive is we've sort of been able to stick to our guns and come out on top in the majority of games. So I think that's positive to take out of it. Obviously last week was disappointing, but we've got sort of some contingencies in place where we can cope with sort of runs of goals and momentum swings a bit better this year.
Brilliant. I love it. Great answer. Now, going into this game, the Blues, 3 times this year, you had kicked 7 or more goals in a quarter, which was outstanding. That's really impressive. Now, we all know that the good starts are important, but is this something Vossi has really been focused on? I know you just alluded to it then, Sam, by saying that, get off to a good start. But is it something that Vossi's instilling in the team?
I think just more generally, start of games, it's when it's most hot and when there's most contested part of the game, and that's what we're trying to pride ourselves on. And our midfield has been absolutely outstanding through this first half of the first bit of the season, with Cripper, Matty Kennedy, we've had Ches come over, Georgie Hewitt's had a massive start to the year. So in terms of when the game's at its hottest, that's when we like to pride on our footy, and I think we're seeing that early in the games. We're able to get on top early. We've got a really dangerous forward line, which Jack's a part of, and when we can get the ball into them one-on-one, we're scoring quickly. So brilliant. Goals to centre bounce goals is sort of a bit of a trend when we can get that going.
Oh, you've got to like all that, don't you? That's seriously beautiful. Thank you. I wanted to just talk about Vossi for a sec. What's his coaching style? How does he differ to what you've had previously presented to you?
Well, he's an unbelievable motivator.
Yeah.
He speaks to us the day before a game on captain's run. You're just about ready to run through a wall. So he's the way he speaks, the way he presents, he's very professional, and he's quite calculated in what he says. So I've been very impressed with the way he goes about it, and I'm really looking forward to seeing sort of how he goes for the rest of the year and years beyond.
Oh, that's great. He's a tough nut, and he never took a backward step as a player. Words that spring to mind are like courageous, tenacious, and a fearless leader, the type of person where natural ability blended with confidence and technique. I'm pretty sure you'd probably get on board with that.
Yeah. Well, he's one player. He's a coach now, but he's a player that you would definitely want to follow when you're walking out there, and he has elements of that in his coaching as well. Yeah. As Jack said, he's a great motivator, but he's actually a really caring guy, which you probably wouldn't think that in terms of the way that he played his footy. He's a hard-nosed, tough he's actually quite caring, and his ability to speak to different players and be able to connect on that level is something that he's really sort of improved, and that's what he's said over the last few years and been the big difference between his two coaching gigs.
Brilliant, thank you very much. Highlights, okay, so onto this game. You got your first goal 20 seconds in, Charlie kicking one round the corner and bang, you were away. The start was looking good, Carlton's forwards were presenting well and giving good leading targets. I like the look of the forward line with Mackay and Curnow, and Jack, you offer that third forward option as you just alluded to, Sam. Along with your smalls, excitement machines like Durden, Martin, Owies and Fisher crumbing the packs. If you get everyone on the pack, there's plenty to be excited about. Speaking of getting players back, you have some short-term and long-term injuries, some coming out of AFL and health and safety protocols. Jack Carroll and Corey Durden I allude to. Then hopefully Pitney, McDonald and Curnow, I talk of Ed, will be returning soon. Nothing like injuries to test your depth. Give us a little bit of feedback on what I've just said.
A bit take in there, Damo.
Yeah. Sorry, mate.
No, that's
I was going to break it down, but...
Yeah. Well, the boys who were out with or in the health and safety protocols, they're all back at the club and are all good to play this week, as far as I'm aware.
Great.
I think Pitt will be a test this week, but from what he said to me, he's pretty ready to go. I think he was pretty close last week, but I don't think he likes missing games of footy, so I imagine he'd be going pretty hard to get up. Oscar was also close last week. Okay. I imagine he'll be good to go. And then Ed, I think, is maybe 2 or 3 weeks away with his knee. So, but he's back in ball skills. I think he's just building fitness now, and I don't think he's too far away.
That's brilliant. I wanted to allude to the fact that going back to one of the points I made in there was your forward line structure. Having, and you would know, Sam, as a midfielder and leading and watching either Charlie come out on a lead or Harry going one way, and then you've got Jack, and then you've got all your small forwards. It must be a new look, a new feel for you at Carlton, seeing all of that happening.
Yeah, well, we really haven't seen much of Harry and Charlie together. When Charlie's been injured, Harry's been going, and then when Charlie was up and going, Harry was injured. So this has probably been the first real block we're getting to see them together, and it's rather impressive. It allows Jack just to run around and do his own thing at times, which is great. But no, it's a real weapon for us to have them both up and going. They're both probably top 5 forwards, key forwards in the game when they're going. So to have that in one forward line, they're still learning how to work together and where to go, how to lead with each other. So that'll be just chemistry over time. But we're starting to see some good signs. Obviously, Charlie had a really good game against the Dogs. Harry's been good throughout the year and obviously winning the Coleman last year. So, no, it's exciting times. It gives you a lot of focal points to be able to kick at. And as I said, Jack gets to lead up and gets to bridge the sort of offence a bit more, which is good for us. Brilliant.
I wanted to go on to say something I feel is a real standout for the Blues at the moment is your structure and the implementation of how you take that game plan. There's a few of you that have been playing together now for a while and you're getting some real cohesion happening, which you just alluded to then. And again, if you have the opportunity for everyone being available for selection, the Blues could go deep into September. That'd be a nice little way to sign off on that, wouldn't it? Yes, very much so, Damien. Thank you. Now, Jack, I've asked you previously, what position or role do you like or want to play? It seems now you're finding your groove down forward. Prior to this week, you were averaging 2 goals a game. You also get thrown into the ruck, hence the reason for the shin guard that you're wearing on the weekend. But that mark you took leading into the square the other week against your 2 opponents and went back and banged it through, that was just brilliant to watch, mate. You must be feeling really good about your football.
Thank you. No, it is nice. I do enjoy the ruck. The reason for the shin pad, the first time I went into the ruck was against Riley O'Brien last year. And I didn't have a shin pad on, and I will not ever be doing that again. But yeah, I mean, having Charlie and Harry there, it sort of takes the pressure off me a bit. I'm 6'4", but I probably don't play that tall. I'd prefer to come up at the ball and lead up rather than sort of get weighed down by big hulking key defenders. And having Charlie out, I've probably been asked to play that role a little bit more or particularly last year than what I have sort of previously or sort of what I'm used to. So having both those boys there allows me to get up the ground, as Doc said, and sort of use my run and play that linking role. So I think I am sort of starting to find some form doing that. Having said that, I do enjoy the ruck. I've been playing on the wing a little bit as well, which is a bit of a change. So as long as I'm getting a game, I'll play wherever. I'm not fussed.
Yeah, like it. Gold Coast challenged you early. They started winning the centre clearances. They really got on top after Cripper didn't come back in the second. Hopefully it was a low grade. Obviously when I wrote this. He's now looks like he'll just have a week off and could come back in 2 weeks.
I think he'll test this week, but he's more unlikely than he is likely.
Yeah.
It's obviously a big loss for us if he is out, but we've got some guys. Paddy Dow's been playing outstanding footy in too, so
absolutely.
We've had the mantra of this the whole year with the health and safety protocols, coaches, everything. It's just next man up, and the lucky thing for us is our VFL is undefeated and winning by 5-6 goals a week. So we've got a lot of guys down there that are playing some really good footy that can come up and play a role and play well for us.
Yeah, how bloody good is that? Harry ended up second best in a marking contest after a collision, which saw him come out with a bit of a banged up nose. How was he looking on the... I was going to say, well, I did write here, how was he looking on the track this week? But then he probably, after his little staging effort, he was probably walking around a little bit like that at the club this week. And he got a fine out of that one as well, so I hear. But did he... was his schnoz like splattered across his face from that
He
attempt?
actually looks better.
Yeah, right. Okay, so it was an improvement. Yeah, okay. All right, well, there you go. I want to talk now about mentions. Sam, you said it at the start when I said how you're feeling. You said, I'm playing some consistent and good football. You're playing some really good football and it's highly noticeable. I've said here, you were playing some great football, mate. 18 disposals in the first half, finishing up the game with 29 for the game, and they were really quality interceptions. You're really playing for the team role in defence, mate. Well done. I will tell you one of my favourite football moments from 2022 thus far. It was the 7-minute 45-second mark of the second quarter, round 1 against Richmond. In front of just over 72,000 people, you drove one home from 40 out. Your teammates came from everywhere. I know you said after the match you didn't think you'd be here. If you don't mind reliving the moment for us right now, what was that moment like for you and how do you now reflect upon it?
Well, there wasn't too many dry eyes around anywhere by the sounds of it with the amount of support and messages that I received after it. But
brilliant, mate.
Funnily enough, on the day, I wasn't really thinking much when I was having the shot, which is probably a good thing, which means I'm sort of focusing on my routine. But I did really want to kick the goal, obviously. But the reaction of my teammates, it's something that will stick with me for a long time.
Brilliant.
These boys have rode the waves with me over the last sort of 12 months and before that, to be honest. But to be able to share that with them, it was a pivotal moment of the game as well, which makes it twice as important for me. But to just be able to hit the goal, the crowd, everyone stood up and clapped, and it felt like it went for a very long time. But it's just one of those special moments in footy that we all got to be a part of.
I don't tell anyone who I barrack for because I'm completely unbiased about my football because I like to get the players on here and absolutely talk. But that moment I could have swung straight over to the Blues because it was just electric. It was just wonderful. I got goosebumps, a little bit of, I don't know, maybe dust in my eyes. It was fantastic. It was great for football. It was great for you. And I'm sure as all you Carlton fans would want to attest, it was just wonderful for Sam. Please. I loved it. Congratulations. I just want to finish off here by just saying Adam Sardi gives you great run off half back. Last week he was just bloody awesome, which is obviously that's what he brings to the table, but he was zigzagging in and out and his speed is just electric when he takes off. We'll move into the games that are coming up for you. I'm just going to talk about 2 because we only like to do 1 week at a time in football, I'm pretty sure. Round 5 action sees you boys coming up against Port Adelaide at the G on Saturday at 1:40. They'll be hurting after their 32-point loss to the D's last Thursday. This game won't be without its challenges. Anything you want to add to it that tells the fans here why you think you boys are going to get across the line?
I'll go. Vossi's coaching against his old side, so I'm sure he'll be probably as up for it as he's been, the first 4 games of the year. So obviously they've come off a pretty disappointing first month of footy, so I expect they'll be coming out really hard, and blokes will be trying to stand up in the place of Ollie Wines, who will be missing. So, we're really looking forward to another great contest. I expect it'll be pretty hotly contested early on, and we've just got to stick at it for longer.
Brilliant, like it. Then straight on to round 6, you head over to Perth to take on the Dockers at Optus at 7:40pm on Saturday, April the 23rd. Of course, you want to win and go in with expectations of doing exactly that. So all I'm going to say is good luck with your next 2 weeks of footy. Be the best you can be and enjoy your football. That's it, folks. Please put your hands together for these two champions. What I'd like to find out is who would like to go first.
Doc.
Doc would.
I'll go first.
That's fantastic. I love it when he volunteers. All right, Sandy, if you don't mind, could you spin the wheel and let's see what subject Doc is going to be answering 10 questions to. Go for it, Sandy. See, that's why I asked you to go for it, because it goes for
Well
3 hours
greased.
when you spin it.
It's movie quotes.
What is it? What's he got? Movie stars. So how this is going to work, my friend, I'm going to introduce the segment in a second, but how it's going to work is that I'm going to give you movies, and then you just have to tell me the famous actor that has appeared in all of these movies. It's really quite simple.
Can I steal if he doesn't know?
Actually, yes, Jack, you can. Yeah, Jack, you can. You can do that. Let's introduce the segment. It's called Playing to Win. Beautiful. All right, here we go. So as I explained, you've got quite a few questions here, but I'm going to reel off the movies. You just have to give me the actual actor who appeared in them. It's actually quite simple. The Green Mile, Apollo 13, Sleepless in Seattle, Big, Saving Private Ryan, Castaway, Forrest Gump, Toy Story. Who would be the actor?
I don't watch too many movies. Is it
Okay.
Leo?
No. Would you like to steal, Jack?
Tom Hanks.
There you go. All right. All right, so you've actually stolen that point, so you get that one, Melly. All right.
This is right in Jack's wheelhouse and not mine. But
I can see he's smiling like the Cheshire Cat. Let's try this one. The movies are True Lies, Total Recall, Predator, Commando, Kindergarten Cop, Red Heat, Junior, Terminator, Raw Deal.
Arnold Schwarzenegger.
You've got it. Well done. Brilliant, mate. All right, Emmy, you're off the mark. You've got a score of 1. Here comes your next movie. The Expendables, First Blood, Cliffhanger, Cobra, Over the Top, Copland, Tango and Cash, Lock Up, Rambo.
I actually have no idea.
No
No,
idea.
nothing.
Sylvester Stallone.
It is Sylvester Stallone. Well done. Another point stolen. Millie's she's already flipping it over. She knows what's going on. Let's try this one. Actor or actress. Gravity, Speed, The Proposal, While You Were Sleeping, Crash, The Net, 28 Days, Miss Congeniality.
Oh, I actually think I know the person, but I don't know the name. It's
A female or a male?
got brown hair.
No good? Pass?
Sandra Bullock.
Sandra Bullock it is. Oh, Jack's having a field time. All right, let's try this one.
I actually knew that one.
We're the Millers, Horrible Bosses, Marley and Me, Just Go With It, The Bounty Hunter, Along Came Polly, Picture Perfect, Rumour Has It. Female actress. There's a hint.
Is that the chick off Friends?
Yeah.
Do I have to actually give the full name?
Yeah.
Give it to him. He needs it.
I'm really not good at this.
Jennifer
Aniston.
Yes! Well done, mate. Good stuff. Not good at it. You're fantastic. Well done. All right, let's go. Here's another set of movies. The Departed, Good Will Hunting, Born Identity, The Talented Mr. Ripley, Ocean's 12, True Grit, Green Zone. He's an actor.
Is this one Leo?
Sorry?
Is it Leo?
No, it's not Leo. It was Matt. You want to have a go?
Matt Damon.
Yeah, Matt Damon. All right. Millie, another steal. Fury, Fight Club, Inglorious Bastards.
Brad Pitt.
Helps if you pick up the answer sheet, Damien, and don't leave it lying down. All right. Yes, it is Brad Pitt. Well done. Here you go. I heard that. Three Kings, Ocean's 13, The American, Out of Sight, Gravity, Dusk Till Dawn, Syriana. Who would the actor be? He also does coffee commercials, if that helps.
Nespresso.
George Clooney.
Yes, it is. Well done. All right. This guy's got a movie coming out very shortly. Risky Business, Jerry Maguire, A Few Good Men, Collateral, Rain Man, Mission Impossible, Top Gun, Jack Reacher, Born on the 4th of July.
Tom Cruise.
Yes, well done. What have we got down there score-wise, ladies? Oh, really? All right, here comes your last one. This is your last question. You'll be so relieved to know that this is your last one. Question number 10. Who is this actor? The movie is Unforgiven, $1 Million Baby, Dirty Harry, The Good, the Bad and the Ugly, Gran Torino, Pale Rider, Sudden Impact, In the Line of Fire, Every Which Way But Loose, True Crime.
I don't think I've seen any of those movies.
Oh, okay.
So, no idea.
No idea?
No
okay.
idea. You got that one?
No, I don't know that one.
Oh, really? Okay. All right. Would you like a point, sir? Clint Eastwood, there you go. It is. Clint Eastwood it is. Total score of, it doesn't matter, we've got, that was good, you've done all right. Let's get Sandy back up here. Thank you very much. She's always paying attention. Let's spin the wheel and get this segment underway. Go, Sandy. All right. We're still waiting. Yeah. Good girl. Thank you very much. Thanks, Sam. What do we got? Club sponsors. Oh.
This is right in my wheelhouse.
Oh. Club sponsors. This is, mate, this is not bad at all. All right. Here comes your club sponsors. What I'm going to do is I'm going to give you the actual sponsor and you just have to tell me the club that they sponsor. Okay? All right.
Sure.
Not too hard, not too easy, not too hard. Mission.
Bulldogs.
Correct. You got 1 point. Nissan.
Hawks.
Correct. Emirates.
Collingwood.
Correct. Hyundai.
Us.
Don't get that one wrong. Latitude.
Essendon.
No. Richmond. Ford.
I'd like to steal
Oh,
it.
yeah, okay.
With Richmond.
Yeah, very good. All right. 1 point. Congratulations. I like it. All right. Ford.
Geelong.
Correct. Mazda.
North.
Correct. Fujitsu.
Essendon.
Correct. Pepper Money.
Pepper Money. Mm-hmm. What is Pepper Money?
Sponsor.
Pepper Money, St Kilda.
Well done. Excellent. And the last one, Jaguar.
Jaguar. No. You can steal it.
Melbourne.
Yes. There you go. All right. What did we finish up with score-wise? 7-12. 12 over here. Oh, well done. Millie, you're a winner. Congratulations. That was awesome. Playing to win is the segment. Millie, you're going to love this. All right. Can't believe this. This is fantastic. You've won a set of earbuds from Yamaha. They're valued at $179. How cool is that? So you need to actually thank Jack Silvani because he actually won those for you. So how cool is that? And as a runner-up prize, what I'm going to do here is I've got a couple of tickets, and Mum and Dad, you might want to assist in this. This is what's going to happen here. You've got... Oh, sorry, down here. Excuse me. You don't need to assist. She's won the headphones, all right? She won't be listening to anything you've got to say for ages now. Sorry, sir. We're talking here. These are your options. You've got tickets to go to the football, all right? It's not going to be a Carlton game, but you've got choice to go to St Kilda versus Gold Coast, which is at Marvel Stadium on April the 16th. You've got tickets to go to Melbourne versus GWS at the G on Sunday, April the 16th. Essendon versus Freo at Marvel Stadium, yeah, she wants them, on April the 17th. Hawthorn versus Geelong at the G. Yes, that one? That's what you want to go and see? That's what you've just won. 2 tickets. Congratulations. And there's Sam. How cool is that? High five. All right. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to ask you guys a series of questions. If you think you know the answer, you buzz in. If you get it right, you get a point and the boys will keep score for you. So Sam's going to be keeping score for you, Cam. You happy about that?
Yeah, that's awesome.
That is awesome, isn't it? And Liv, Jack Silvani's keeping score for you.
Love it.
Well, thought you might. All right, so what's going to happen here? We'll introduce a segment. It's called Simply the Best. All right. Beautiful. Here comes your series of questions. First one to buzz in and get the correct answer will win the magnificent prize. How many premierships has your club won?
Carlton.
Ooh.
That sounds like Liv.
16. 16.
16. Very good, Liv. Yeah, we're off the mark. Jack's flicking away. All right. How many times has your team played in a losing... Cam.
29.
How many times has your team played in a losing grand final?
Too many.
Yeah.
Liv.
Liv?
13.
Sorry, can everyone... Sorry, Liv?
13.
13 is correct. Well done.
Well done.
She's off to a flyer.
9 minus.
All right. Keep that microphone under your chin, guys, so I can hear you. Who is your team's captain?
Cameron.
Oh, Cam?
Cripper.
Cripper it is. Patrick Cripp's full name. Did you want to...
There's vice captains too.
I feel like Cameron
There's
should
vice
change
captains.
to Cam.
Oh,
Just
hang
so it's a
on.
bit
There's
closer.
vice captains though.
Who's vice captain? I'm not asking that question. I appreciate you. I love your involvement, Liv. It's fantastic. But I'm asking the questions. Thank you. Here we go. Cam, did you hear what Sam said? He would like to hear your full name instead of just the abbreviation of Cam.
I thought you
No,
said
the
the opposite.
reverse.
Right, the reverse. All right. So he'd like to hear you just say Cam instead of Cameron. All right, there you go. Right. Are we all back to normal? Liv, you're okay? I don't want to answer any more questions I haven't asked yet. All right. Who wears the number 7 at your club?
Liv.
Cam.
Oh, Liv.
Matthew Kennedy.
Correct. How many members does your club currently have closest to within 1,000?
Liv.
Liv?
76.
Did you say 76?
Yeah.
No. Do you want to have a go, Cam?
I'll go 78,000.
How many?
78,000.
70,000?
78.
78,000. No, you're both wrong. 67,249. Where did your team finish on the ladder at the end of the home and away season
Cameron.
last year? Cam?
13th.
Yes, you did. Well done. All right. Sam he's back to turning over because Liv's been doing all the answering. So let's keep going. How many games did your team win at the end of the home and away season? Cam?
8.
Yes, 8 it is. Please keep the microphone close to your mouth so I can hear you. What year did your team last win a grand final?
Cam.
Liv.
Cameron.
1995.
And who did they play?
Geelong.
Correct. How many points did you win that grand final by?
61.
Oh, do you want to give out your name or you just want to... Cam, all right, 61. Yes, correct. Who was the last Carlton player to win the Norm Smith medal?
Cameron.
Liv.
Cameron.
Greg Williams.
In what year?
95.
Correct, well done.
Come on, Liv.
What do we got? 6 versus 3. Liv, here's your chance to catch up. The next 2 questions are worth 2 and 3 points respectively. 2 points. Who was your club's leading goal kicker in 2021?
Harry Mackay, 58 goals.
How many?
58.
She's got it. Well done. Yeah, brilliant. Was that a long-winded Cam? Yeah, nice short answers would be lovely. This is for 3 points, okay? So that was 2 points. Beautiful. Player, year and votes. Who was the last Carlton player to win a brown... Okay, Cam?
Chris Judd, 2010.
Yes.
30 votes.
Correct. All 3 points. Wow. Very good. All right. So what are we looking at? 9 versus 5. You can still catch up. I'm going to give you 3 players' numbers. I want you to add up their jumper numbers and give me the combined total of all 3 jumpers. Are you ready? Here they come. Harry Mackay, Jack Silvani, Patrick Cripps.
Cam.
Liv.
Cam.
19.
No.
18.
No.
Oh, Liv.
20.
Jack.
20.
Jack.
Cam. 20.
Jack.
20. Bad luck. No one won any points there. Unless you guys want to... No. Okay. Here comes your next one. Sam Dougherty, Sam Walsh, Ed Curnow.
Liv.
Liv?
Is it 48?
No. Cam? You've had a bit of time to work it out in your head.
Liv.
I didn't hear who the first player was.
You didn't hear it?
Live.
It was Sam Dougherty, Ed Curnow, and I didn't catch the other player.
Yeah.
So that's 68.
Spot on, mate. You win. You are simply the best. Well done. Wow. Cameron, that was fantastic, mate. Guess what? You've won 2 tickets to go see Carlton versus Port Adelaide at the G on Sunday, April the 17th at 1:40 p.m. You happy about that?
I was already going, but yeah.
Oh, well, do you want to give him to live then? No. You happy? You happy?
Were you going?
Yeah, she's going too. You've won them. Congratulations. That's it. Liv, you've got the choice now because I want to give you the same option. You can go to another game as well. All right? So would you like to go and see either St Kilda and Gold Coast? You would? Done. All right, there it is. All right. Fantastic. That was too easy. You guys were brilliant. So that was our segment, which was called Simply the Best. It's a pretty easy one. It was proudly brought to you by Yamaha and the Big Picture People. They are the experts in surround sound home theatre technology. The Big Picture People are located in Hoppers Crossing, Clyde North, Watergarden, South Morang, Cheltenham and the Gold Coast. That was awesome. Congratulations to both of you. Everyone's winning tonight. Well done, champ. I love it. All right, let's get this segment up and running. It's called What Can I Say? This is nice and easy, boys. There's no contestants here. There's no prizes. It's just you boys just being yourselves. Jack, you've played along with this one before, but I've had to change a couple of questions up just to keep it fresh. So we're going to see where we go with this. All right. Which one of these things gets you pumped the most before a game? Is it the smell of deep heat, fresh cut grass, pulling on a jumper, strapping on the boots, a footy in your hands, or the sound of the crowd?
Deep heat.
Deep heat.
Crowd.
Crowd. All right. Are you happy to see the banners back?
I don't touch the banner, so I'm happy. I'm prefer
Happy
not
to
be
see
there.
it, just
I
not
like
to-
looking at it, but I don't like touching it.
Okay, nice.
I also don't touch it, actually.
Don't touch it,
Yeah.
all right. We haven't offended anyone in the cheer squad, I'm sure.
Sorry.
The siren is gone. You need a goal to win the game. Who do you hope has got the ball in their hands to win it for you?
Sauce.
That's very nice of you, Sam. Thank you. Who does not miss? Oh, Jack Carroll.
Jack Carroll?
Yeah.
Yeah, cool. All right. Carlton supporters are
Passionate.
passionate.
Yeah, can I say the same word?
Yeah.
Or do I have to make up another one?
Yeah, no. You can
No,
just
make
whatever-
up another one.
Whatever word you like. Which AFL club do you like to beat the most?
Yeah, I'd say Essendon.
Essendon?
Yeah.
Collingwood.
Collingwood. Yeah, cool. Do you prefer a day or a twilight grand final?
Day.
Day.
All right. You've been reincarnated as an animal. What sort of an animal would you hope to be upon your return?
One of my dogs, they're fairly spoilt.
Cool.
I have no idea.
You seem like an eagle.
An eagle?
An eagle.
Wouldn't mind being. They're pretty. Yeah, I wouldn't mind being an eagle.
Okay, good. I like it. It's very nice, sharing their answers. Who's the most cultured down at the club or thinks that they are? The most cultured?
In terms of like things they eat, or
No, well, it could be, but just the way that you determine that they think they're cultured. If you look at them, do they seem like they know a lot about art, or they know a lot about TV, or they know a lot about...
Lockie O'Brien thinks he knows a lot about everything, but he knows nothing about anything.
That's the answer I was looking for then.
I don't know if this is culture, but Zachy Williams really likes the way that he dresses.
Okay. That question's coming up, so we might come back to that. Who's the funniest bloke down at the club, or who thinks they are?
Oh yeah, I would say it's Jack.
Who else is funny? Dave Cunningham, I get a good giggle out of.
Yeah? Okay, all
I don't
right.
think he means it, but
Which makes it half as funny, yeah. Being an AFL footballer to you is?
Fun.
Fun, okay.
yeah, it's fun.
Yeah,
It's fun.
good. All right. Who's a bit tight with their money at the club?
Cripper.
I like it.
Harry Mackay.
I like how you didn't have to think about that. That was good. Harry Mackay as well, okay. In your opinion, who down at the club has got the most swagger? We know your answer.
Oh no, him saying Zach
I wouldn't say that he
enjoys
had-
the way he dresses
yeah.
doesn't mean he dresses well.
Oh,
I wouldn't say he has the most swagger.
okay.
He likes the way he dresses.
Yeah, right. But not necessarily does he pull it off.
Fish? I reckon Fish's
Yeah,
got good
Fish.
swag.
Yeah?
Yeah.
Okay, good.
He'll love that too.
Let's go with this. You've been given the opportunity to do one of the following things: parachute out of a plane, take a hot lap in a V8 supercar, go hot air ballooning, or swim with the sharks. Which one are you choosing?
I've done skydiving and that was a lot of fun, yeah.
Yeah, good. Locally or?
Yeah, at St Kilda.
Yeah, I'm doing it next Friday.
It's rather fun.
I'm looking forward to it.
Yeah, good luck. That sounds awesome.
You?
I'll swim with sharks, please.
Okay, swim with the sharks. Excellent.
Yeah.
All right. What's your favourite ground to play on around Australia apart from the MCG?
What's it called there? Marvel.
Marvel? Okay.
I would say the Gabba.
Gabba, all right. Playing for the Carlton Football Club is?
Fun. No, a privilege.
A privilege. All right,
dream.
good. A privilege and a dream. You've been told you're about to go into lockdown. What's the one thing you make sure you take with you?
My PlayStation.
PlayStation. Good.
Yeah. Yes. Also my PlayStation.
All right.
And my dogs and
And-
some one thing. Yeah.
Yeah,
Can't do
okay.
it. Yeah. PlayStation.
All right. What's better, mark or goal of the year?
Mark.
Yeah, Mark.
Mark. When you're filling up with petrol, do you round it off to an even amount?
Yes.
Yes.
Excellent. Who's your Brownlow tip for 2022?
Cripper.
If it wasn't Cripper, I would say Petrarca.
Okay. Carlton, at the end of the home and away season this year, will finish?
Do you want my realistic answer?
Yeah?
Third.
You've got to like that, don't you?
Top 18.
What's the emotion like, you brought this up before, so what's the emotion like for you when you kick a crucial goal only for it to be reviewed by the third umpire?
Well, I don't kick many goals and I would have no idea what that feels like, but I imagine it'd be pretty annoying.
Okay.
You generally know if it's good or not.
Yeah.
So, I think you probably know, but I'd be pretty flat if I wasn't sure and it was
Yeah.
overturned. That wouldn't be very nice.
Okay, all right. Are you superstitious in regards to your preparation?
Yes and no.
Okay.
Not particularly, but then I don't touch the banner on the way out, so that, I suppose that is
Yep.
rather superstitious in a way.
Yeah.
Yeah, I'd going off that theory, I'd probably say yeah. I've got a fairly set routine that I follow,
Okay.
and I don't like if I miss something. So
Yeah,
it's
okay.
probably is superstitious.
Yeah. I'd say the answer is yes. All right. Okay. You're a contestant on a reality TV show. What sort of a show is it?
Survivor.
Survivor. Cool.
You'd be terrible on Survivor.
I would be so bad on Survivor.
None. I wouldn't want to go on one.
No?
No.
Okay. Good enough answer for me. Do you, excuse me. Do you prefer to see the coach on the bench or in the box?
Box.
Box.
Well, they were quick with that answer, weren't they? If you could time travel to any event in history, what would you like to see? Wow, that's a good one.
Yeah, I don't know. Was it the 05 Ashes we whitewashed them?
Oh, you'd be testing me.
I think
Okay.
it
Yeah.
was. Or did we? Yeah.
Yeah.
Thank you. So
Okay.
that.
All right. Sam?
Yeah, well, I don't want to go just footy though. That's the only thing. I'm trying to think of something that's more enjoyable than seeing us win premierships, to be honest. But I'm not finding much.
It's okay. In reflection, how much do you remember about your first AFL game?
Yeah, a fair bit. Mine was my first game was Majak Dawes' first game, and he got knocked out in the first 3 minutes.
Oh, yeah, right.
This is at Brisbane, and then we got pumped by 70 points. So
Okay. Highs and lows, yep.
bits and pieces. I remember there was big sort of media build-up.
Yeah.
A lot of
Hype.
sort of, for pick 53. That's exciting. So, there was a bit going on, but the whole game was a bit of a blur.
Yeah.
To be honest, I
Okay.
remember bits and pieces,
Bits
but not
and
a whole
pieces.
lot, to be honest.
All right. If you had the chance to meet anyone, past or present, dead or alive, who would you most want to meet?
Tiger Woods.
Tiger Woods. Okay.
That's a great answer. Yeah.
Do you want to steal it?
No, I won't steal it. For the sake of the segment, I'll choose something else.
Thank you.
Or Francis Ngannou, the big UFC heavyweight champion. He looks like a monster, and I would like to see how big he is.
Wow. Okay. Good answer. What's the funniest sledge you've ever heard from either over the fence or from another player?
I don't know if I can say this on the show,
You can.
but there was a rumour that Vossi said to Brett Voss
Yep.
that
Oh, yeah.
my dad,
Yeah.
your mum.
It's confirmed. He told me. He told me. He said it happened.
Yeah. I heard that. Did you have one?
Yeah, some of the boys ran around calling Doc Jack Leach, calling him Leachy from the English cricket team because he's bald and looks like Doc. So,
Basically, they're picking on me because I lost my hair. It's funny stuff.
Yeah, right. That's not funny. Yeah, okay. If you were to appear on a talent show, would you be a singer or a dancer?
Neither.
Neither. Very adamant.
dancer.
A dancer. All right. Sam, let's play some... No. It's all right. It's cool. It's all right. It's good. Hey, you're in a job interview and you're applying for a job as a footballer. What do you think you would say about yourself in order to clinch the job
And so I'm not a footballer, I'm kind of trying to get a job.
as a footballer?
As a footballer.
Say you're good at footy.
Might help.
Sorry?
So that might help.
Yeah.
Do you want a serious answer or just taking the piss?
Doesn't matter. Totally your answer.
No, I think footy clubs would want to know whether you're a hard worker, so I'd say that.
That'd be perfect. I like it.
Yeah, nice answer, Doc.
Jack goes, I wasn't going down that path.
I think on the last show I said that my dad played,
Yes.
so let's run with that one again.
Yeah. You're going to go with that? All
That
right.
one's already worked.
Oh, funny, is it?
There you go. What has been your best footy moment, playing or watching?
Well, mine be playing early this year, yeah.
Yeah.
First game, that goal.
Brilliant. Love it, mate.
Yeah, being part of that was pretty cool.
Yeah,
and,
cool.
and winning that game, like the
Yeah.
roar of the crowd when I think Fish kicked his goal was hectic. That was awesome. So.
Epic. Awesome. What do you think when you see a poster or merchandise of yourself?
I usually think that the boys are going to hang crap on me for the next 6 weeks.
If you have a look, you're actually down there on that bag. That's not bad.
How do I look, Jack?
So bad.
What do you reckon?
Well, what fine I'm going to have to pay for being on this.
Here's your last question. What is your reaction like when you see a kid with your number on their back?
Surprised, because there's not many 15s out there. There's
Yeah,
a lot of
right.
1s and a lot of 9s.
Yeah, I think the ones have been passed down though. Yeah.
Very modest. I like it. Ladies and gentlemen, please put your hands together for the boys. That was What Can I Say? I just want to point out to you, as I alluded to off the top of the show, we do these shows every Wednesday night. We get 2 current day players from each of the 10 Victorian clubs. Next week on the show, April the 20th, we've got Collingwood's Jack Ginnivan and Still Sidebottom. Thank you very much. I'm sure they'd appreciate that. Followed up by, on April the 27th, Hawthorn's CJ, as he's commonly known as, and James Sicily. And during the month of May, we'll have players from Geelong, North Melbourne, Richmond and St Kilda football clubs. Well, maybe even Essendon, ma'am. Maybe. All right. But we do need to know where you live. So we'll be heading to venues in those areas, but you need to go on, sign up and let us know where you live and who you support so as we know which areas to go to. It's very easy to do. You'll see the sign up tab on the That's Good for Footy Facebook page. Remember though, you can only purchase your tickets through the That's Good for Footy website, which is www.that'sgoodforfooty.com.au/events, or click on the links in the post on the That's Good for Footy page. It's very easy to do. It'll take you through to the ticketing pages. You've all done so tonight. We do these shows live at the Mulgrave Country Club. Please put your hands together for the lovely Sam, the lovely Sandy. I appreciate it. We can't do it. I can't do it without them, so I need their support as much as I need you. Which brings me to the point, thank you to all of you for coming out this evening. Thanks for not only supporting That's Good for Footy, but also for being part of the wonderful Jack Silvani, the wonderful Sam Dougherty. Thank you for putting your hands together for them. Appreciate all the support. How did you go, Sam? First time on the show. Was it everything you thought and more, or everything you thought and less?
I was pretty average at that trivia, to be honest, but no, it was good. It's good to be here.
Yeah.
Good crowd and
Yeah.
good to see good people.
Yeah, good. Thank you very much. Jack, you're okay with everything?
Yeah, very happy, Damo. Well run.
Thank you, Jack. Appreciate it. Well, that's it. We hope to see you again at the next Carlton show because we'd like to have another one. We don't know where it'll be yet. We don't know who will be on it, but we need your support. So if you see it, get up on the page, go and buy the tickets and come along to it. This has been the That's Good Footy panel show. My name is Damien. Thank you very much, everyone, and good night. Cheers.